Hey guys, it's John here from Sonic Drive Studio. Thank you so much for tuning back into the channel. Today we're back with yet another guitar demo / review video. And this one is a very cool one, I can tell you that. You've been seeing a bit more guitar themed videos on this channel recently. You probably know me of my guitar amp and plugin videos, but I just feel like I want to expand a little bit more and also focus on the instruments and new music. So do expect more guitar demo and review videos in the future. So I hope you will stick around for those videos. So this video is all about this guitar. This is a Schecter PT Apocalypse guitar, and as you can see, it's basically a Telecaster type guitar. And I'm a sucker for Tele type guitars. I have my Fender Telecaster. I have my Fender Jim Roots Telecaster over here. And then I also have a LTD ESP SCT 607B Stephen Carpenter guitar, which is the 7-string baritone signature model for Stephen Carpenter of Deftones. I also did a video on that one. So it's basically no secret that I love Telecaster type guitars. So I'm very happy to have this one in my collection. Now, this one is not brand new. I traded my old Schecter KM6 Mark II for this guitar. That KM6 was also very killer, but the guy who owned this guitar wanted to trade his for mine. And as I really loved this model, I thought I should do it. So I just did it, and I'm very happy with it. Before we go on with more sound clips and the specs of this guitar, let me just tell you one thing about the difference between this guitar and the stock model. The difference is the pick guard. The previous owner made his own pickguard, and it's a black wooden pickguard. It actually looks really cool in my opinion, so that's why I kept this on. But the original scratch plate looked quite different, and I have that over here, so I'll show you. This is the original scratch plate. It looks like kind of a rusty metal. This definitely looks very cool, but I think I prefer the more classy look of the black wood myself. The overall looks of this guitar are quite unique. It kind of looks like it might have survived the apocalypse or something, hence the name Schecter PT Apocalypse. This guitar could have been straight out of The Walking Dead or something, and the original pickguard actually really helps with that look. But like I said, I think this custom-made pickguard just looks a little bit more classy and a little bit less sort of steampunky. So yeah, let's go into the details of this guitar. As you can see, we have a very classic Telecaster type body shape over here with some differences. One of them being this sort of cutout or bevel over here. It makes putting your arm on the guitar a bit more comfortable, so that's really cool. And then we also have this belly cut over here, which is very comfortable for all your beer bellies out there. And we also have some subtle shaping over here just to make it more comfortable for your hand to reach the upper frets. Strings are going through the body just as with a regular Telecaster, and that also helps with sustain, so I'm all for that. So the body was made out of swamp ash. It's a wood type with a very articulate sound. It can sound very chunky and thick, but it also has very open highs and open high mids. So it's very articulate yet chunky. It also does not really weigh a lot, so that can be a plus point for some of you out there. I personally don't mind heavy guitars, but this one has a nice weight to it, despite being sort of light in comparison to other guitars. Keep in mind that the body of this guitar has also been chambered, and those chambers are underneath the pickguard actually. They probably did that to reduce the weight of this guitar, but I imagine that it also has some impact on the tonal characteristics of the guitar, mainly in the mid frequencies. It probably doesn't do a whole lot, but it's good to know if you're interested in that sort of thing. We have a classic layout over here with a 3-way selector switch and a volume and a tone control. The bridge is simple, basic, but effective. It's just this big metal plate with some saddles on it. Very simple. And another cool thing about this guitar is the fact that the body has black single-ply binding around it. And that really helps to give it a sort of subtle but classy look. Pickups in this guitar are Schecter USA Apocalypse pickups. So those were probably made in the Schecter custom shop in the States. And these pickups have a very cool and unique look actually. I'm not sure if you can see this on the camera, but the actual coils inside of the pickups are visible because of the fact that the top plastic covers over here are translucent. I think that really helps with the overall Apocalypse vibe, and it also just looks really cool and unique. It's kind of subtle, but I like it. I'm really enjoying the sound of these pickups. They have quite a high output. They sound very articulate, so very open and bright, and they cut through the mix like a knife, so that's great. They're also very chunky. This bridge pickup is just great for riffs. But the pickups are actually quite versatile, so you can use them for a lot of different genres. They mainly just work really well for rock and metal. At the beginning of the video, you got to hear the bridge pickup in a rock/metal setting. Now let's take a listen to the buttery neck pickup in a clean setting. Here we go. So as you could hear, that had a very nice and round sound, kind of bell-like, but also quite thick. I really love this pickup for clean tones and slightly driven sounds. Now this guitar also has a push-pull option on the tone control, so it's basically a coil split for both pickups, and this greatly enhances the tonal range of this guitar. By pulling it up, you get a more classic Telecaster type tone, so that really helps with the versatility of this guitar. Let's take a listen to a broken up clean clip with the neck pickup and with the coil split enabled. Here we go. So that sounded pretty cool, right? This is a feature that I really love in guitars, so I really like the fact that this guitar has this option. Very cool indeed. Now let's go back to the bridge pickup and let's listen to some more aggressive rock/metal riffs. Here we go. right, I hope you enjoyed those riffs. Sounded pretty crushing, right? This guitar is just amazing for heavy music. Now let's check out the neck of this guitar. The neck of this guitar has been made out of maple, and it features the same rusty gray finish as the body. It feels very nice and smooth, so it's wonderful to play, not sticky at all. The neck profile is very fast and quite slim, still a little bit round. It still has enough girth to really wrap your hand around the neck and really grab the neck. And I think that also helps with the tone of this guitar, but it's thin enough for very fast and comfortable playing, so that's wonderful. The fretboard is made out of ebony. It's nice and black, very deep black. And the frets are stainless steel actually, so they will last a very long time. And the scale length of this guitar is 25.5, basically the traditional Telecaster scale length. The side markers over here are glow in the dark. And we have one little marker on the fretboard over here. I think it's meant to be an A for Apocalypse. It looks really cool. I actually really like fretboards that don't have a lot of inlays. It just makes them look very simple and utilitarian in a cool way, in my opinion. Of course, we've also got some locking tuners on this guitar. Black Schecter locking tuners. Very nice and very great for stability and tuning stability. And it also makes string changing a breeze. So yeah, it's a wonderful guitar. I'm really happy with it. It plays great, it sounds great. It's really nice and resonant, so the wood is all good. The frets are great. I got the action nice and low without any fret buzz. So overall, this guitar is a winner, and I think you'll be hearing and seeing a lot more of this on my channel. I'm not sure what else I can say. If you have any questions about this model, please drop a comment in the comment section down below. And I always do my best to read and answer all of your questions, so please don't hesitate to come down below and have a chat. And before we end this video, we're going to listen to one more clip. This time it's more of a solo or lead clip. So I hope you enjoy that and have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit subscribe along with the notification bell, and also follow Sonic Drive Studio on Facebook.com and Instagram. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers!